watched it at home, and but it was great. It was a great game.
Who are you rooting for?
You know, it's a tough one because both teams were really good.
Clint Eastwood is an American actor, film director, producer, and composer. An Academy Award nominee for Best Actor, Eastwood won Best Director and Best Picture for his Western film Unforgiven and his sports drama $1 Million Baby. In addition to directing many of his own star vehicles, Eastwood has also directed films in which he did not appear, such as the mystery drama Mystic River and the war film Letters from Iwo Jima, for which he received Academy Award nominations. Elected in 1986, Eastwood served for 2 years as mayor of Carmel by the Sea, California. In 2000, Eastwood received the Italian Venice Film Festival's Golden Lion Award, honoring his lifetime achievements.
Quarterback.
And of course, Brady's always great, and the team, so it was a tough one, but it was a nice game, and the way it came out was good.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is Clint Eastwood Jr., but is also known as Manco. He was born May 31st, 1930 in San Francisco, California, making him 91 at the time of this production. He stands at 193 centimeters or 6 feet 4 inches tall. Clint Eastwood has had a passion for music all of his life, especially jazz, country, and Western music. He clearly passed this love for music on to one of his sons, Kyle Eastwood, who's now a successful jazz bassist and composer. He's an avid golfer and owns the Tahama Golf Club. He's an investor in the world-renowned Pebble Beach Golf Links west of Carmel and donates his time to charitable causes at major tournaments. Eastwood is an FAA-licensed fixed-wing and rotary craft private pilot and often flies his helicopter to the studios to avoid traffic. Eastwood is a former Republican who has sometimes supported Democrats. He's long shown an interest in California politics. He's currently a registered libertarian. Eastwood married his first wife, Maggie Johnson, in 1953. During that marriage, he had an affair that resulted in a child who was given up for adoption. He had a number of affairs, including a 14-year-long one with Roxanne Tunis that produced his daughter Kimber in 1964. Johnson reportedly tolerated the open marriage she had with Eastwood. She had 2 kids with Eastwood. Kyle was born in 1968 and Allison in 1972. They divorced in 1984. In 1975, Eastwood and actress Sandra Locke began living together. While Eastwood was in a relationship with Locke, he had 2 kids, Scott and Catherine, with flight attendant Jocelyn Reeves. When Locke and Eastwood broke up in 1989, she filed a palimony suit. The couple eventually settled, with Clint arranging for Sandra to have a development deal at Warner Brothers. Sandra ultimately filed a lawsuit against Warner and Eastwood, claiming the deal was a sham after the studio rejected on all 30 projects she'd proposed and never used her as a director. Eastwood had a daughter, Francesca, with actress Frances Fisher. Eastwood got married for the second time in 1996 to news anchor Dina Ruiz. She gave birth to their daughter Morgan that same year. Eastwood and Ruiz divorced in 2013.
Terribly popular idea at the beginning, but but I thought it was a great idea. And the guys, I remember when the incident first came down, it was very impressive.
Clint Eastwood Jr. was born May 31st, 1930 at St. Francis Memorial Hospital in San Francisco, California, to Ruth and Clinton Eastwood. His father was a manufacturing executive at Georgia Pacific for most of his working life. Eastwood attended Piedmont Middle School, where he was held back due to poor academic scores, and records indicate he also had to attend summer school. Eastwood held a number of jobs, including lifeguard, paper carrier, grocery clerk, forest fighter, and golf caddy. He landed his first big role in the Western comedy Ginger Rogers. This led Eastwood to land a few other parts, but it wasn't until 1959, when he was cast in the television series Rawhide, that his career really took off. The show ran for 6 seasons and set Eastwood up as a star of the Old West. In 1964, he was cast in his first iconic role as the man with no name in Sergio Leone's A Fistful of Dollars. The character appeared again in For a Few More Dollars and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. The film reconfirmed Eastwood as a Western hero, and he went on to star in other Westerns such as Hang 'em High, Paint Your Wagon, and Two Mules for Sister Sarah. In 1971, he took on his other iconic role in the movie Dirty Harry. The film caused a stir because of its take on law enforcement in the 1970s. The film also received criticism for the way it portrayed the African American community. Though it was met with some backlash, Dirty Harry went on to become a classic in American cinema. Eastwood made his directorial debut with Play Misty for Me. The film focused on an obsessive love affair. Though the film wasn't a commercial success, it was a critical darling, and it proved that Eastwood was more than just an actor. He went on to direct a number of films later in his career. He won the Academy Award for Best Director and Best Picture for 1992's Unforgiven and for 2004's $1 Million Baby. Eastwood's biggest commercial successes were the 1978 adventure comedy Every Which Way But Loose and its 1980 sequel, Any Which Way You Can. Other popular films include 1976's The Outlaw Josie Wales, 1979's Escape from Alcatraz, 1982's Firefox, 1984's Tightrope, 1985's Pale Rider, 1993's In the Line of Fire, 1995's The Bridges of Madison County, and 2008's Gran Torino. Eastwood also directed films that he did not star in, including Mystic River, Letters from Iwo Jima, Changling, Invictus, and American Sniper. Eastwood has directed 5 actors in Academy Award-winning performances: Gene Hackman in Unforgiven, Tim Robbins and Sean Penn in Mystic River, and Morgan Freeman and Hilary Swank in $1 Million Baby. Since 1967, Eastwood's Malpaso Productions has produced all but 4 of his American films. Eastwood served for 2 years as mayor of Carmel by the Sea, California, a nonpartisan office from 1986 to 1988.
AK-47 plus a 9mm pistol plus a box cutter knife. I mean, the guy was laden down for bear.
Eastwood earned $12 million for his role in Any Which Way But Loose. In 1984, he was paid $5 million for his role in City Heat. In 1993, Eastwood was paid $7 million for his role in the Line of Fire. He's also directed various films and earned royalties from his films. Clint Eastwood's net worth is $375 million. In 2010, at age 80, Eastwood spent approximately $20 million to build himself a 15,949 square foot compound in Carmel by the Sea. His California real estate portfolio also includes a 6,136 square foot Spanish-style mansion in Bel Air, the 1,067.5-acre Rising River Ranch in Bernie, an apartment in Burbank, as well as a large but understated house located next door to his longtime primary Bel Air residence. Eastwood is known to have purchased property in 2 other states. He owns a 57-square-foot house in Sun Valley, Idaho, and a 1.13-acre oceanfront manor in Hawaii. The latter was featured in an episode of the 2012 reality show Mrs. Eastwood and Company. Eastwood previously occupied homes in Studio City, Sherman Oaks, Tiburon, and Pebble Beach. These are the cars which you might find in Eastwood's garage: Lincoln K-Series convertible, Fiat 500e, GMC Typhoon, an Audi Q7, a Porsche 911, a Range Rover, a Rolls-Royce, Ferrari 308 GTB, Gran Torino Sport.